Hey, good people, how y'all doing? Today I'm going to be coming to you guys with something a little bit different. I'm going to be discussing with you guys something that caught my eye in the headlines, and that has to do with an alleged beef between Nikki Minaj and Garcelle Beauvais from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, when I first saw this headline, I was thinking to myself, what in the world does Nikki Minaj have beef with Garcelle for? And after reading the article, it became obviously crystal clear. Let me read you guys what Nikki had to say about Garcelle. Nikki said on her radio show, "Now this lady is on the Real Housewives talking about leave my son alone. She calls Garcelle the B word and says, if you can't stand to feel the mother effing heat, then get the F out the kitchen," and then proceeds to call her the B word again. She goes on to say, "Did you care about my mother effing son, B? I see why the white man left you, B." Now, I know that Nicki Minaj has had her tiffs and her riffs with people in the past, but I for sure never thought that she would come after a housewife. If you guys know, Nicki is a fan of the Bravo Housewives series. I think probably her favorite out of all of the series are the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you remember last year, she actually was helping Andy host that show. So she watches the show. She's very familiar with the women on the show. For me, sometimes I feel like us having such access to celebrities and celebrities having a big platform just to say any and everything that they want to say these days, it's good, but then you see stuff like this and you're just turned off by it. I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj's music. I don't really know, to be honest with you guys, like what her views of the world are, or who she rocks with, who she doesn't rock with, what she likes, what she doesn't like, because after seeing a lot of the celebrities that I have enjoyed, whether they were a singer, a rapper, or an actor or actress, once you start to see their social media feeds and get glimpses into how they really are, it's a turnoff, and then I start just not liking them altogether. So I kind of, when it comes to certain people, enjoy what they produce, but I really don't pay too much attention to who they are as a person. And that's just for me to kind of not have to deal with stuff like we're seeing with Nicki Minaj right now. Like, I just don't agree with her coming after Garcelle or anybody over them doing their job. So what confused me was the fact that she was saying, and I'm referencing Nicki, that Garcelle didn't care about her son, meaning Nicki Minaj's son. And I'm like, well, what did Garcelle say about Nicki's son? And apparently this is all stemming from Nicki Minaj's husband getting locked up back in the day based upon some allegations involving him and somebody else. Now, if you guys want to know the full story, just Google her husband and Google this woman by the name of Jennifer Hugh. So this interview that Garcelle and the rest of her castmates on The Real did about almost a year ago now. So I was kind of confused, like, Nikki, why are you coming after Garcelle now? But then it made sense because Garcelle was on social media, of course, very upset with what was going on with her son Jax being attacked on social media. And a lot of people feel like allegedly one of Garcelle's castmates hired some bots to go after him. Matter of fact, right now, apparently, Diana Jenkins, one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills castmates, is currently suing someone for saying that allegedly she was behind hiring these bots. So this has really become a serious issue off the show. So Garcelle was upset and spoke out about people coming after her son like any mother would. And obviously that ruffled Nikki's feathers. But I'm like, this whole thing with Garcelle's son happened a couple of weeks ago. This is not something that happened just recent that Nikki would be commenting on it. But something triggered her to say what she said. Did my research a little bit and tried to see what Garcelle might have said about Nikki's son, because she does reference the son. And there's nothing in particular that Garcelle said about Nikki's son, but I'm assuming it's the fact that they were discussing Nikki's son's father, her husband, and these allegations of what he may have done in his alleged past. So Nikki is really up in arms about this. I just feel like Garcelle was just doing her job, okay? It's not like she picks the guests who come on The Real. At the time, she was getting paid to ask questions and get this woman's story. Like, I don't know what Garcelle's personal view of this woman was. I just don't know. Try as I might, I just don't understand why Nikki is so up in arms. And then to go on to say, I see why the white man left you. I think that was just Nikki's way of taking another dig at Garcelle. I just find the whole situation to just be, in my opinion, childish. To me, it's just not cool. But I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on this story. Is Nikki Minaj right or wrong to go after Garcelle? And I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.